So I thought today I'd just give you my opinion of the Triumph Bonneville T120 Black after 2.5 months of ownership and just 500 miles, so really it's in initial views. So what I thought I'll start off with is just telling you things that I already love about this bike. The first thing I absolutely love about this bike is the reason I bought it, and that's the looks. I love the retro scene, and in my opinion, the Bonneville, and especially the T120 Black, is king of the crop. So I absolutely love the look. So much so there's going to be very little I change on this bike, to be brutally honest. For now, anyway. Second thing I absolutely love about this bike is the engine. The way it sounds, the way it feels, absolutely everything about this engine. Now, it's not powerful for a 1200. It's about 80 brake horsepower, but it has got bags and bags of torque. 105 Newton meters of torque, and that, together with the long gearing, you know, you can ride this bike extremely lazily. You can go everywhere in third gear, and it's a pleasure to ride like that. Although with all that torque on tap, when you do open it up, you can certainly hustle along. The third thing I absolutely love about this bike, and it's probably the most important thing to me, is the way it makes me feel. Now, I know the retro scene's not everybody's cup of tea, but this bike puts a huge smile on my face every time I see it in the garage. And this is a bit sad to admit, but I do sometimes find myself making pointless trips to the garage just to go and look at it, and in the way it makes you feel when you ride it. You know, it doesn't feel, it feels alive. You know, you've got some vibrations, you've got that sound, you've got sometimes a little bit harsh suspension, which all sound negatives, but put together, it just, you get that visceral feeling, and I absolutely love it. But this car's a bit leisurely. What are you doing? But no bike is perfect, so we have to talk about dislikes. Now, this is where I really struggle with dislikes. But number one is the stock tyres. And as stock, this runs Pirelli Phantom Sports Comp, which I know divide opinion on the internet. Now, first thing I'll say is my good friend Val of MLC runs Pirelli Phantom Sports Comp on his XSR 700, and he has absolutely no complaints. But on this bike, they do not inspire confidence. In anything other than bone dry warm weather. They take forever to warm up. They track every imperfection in the road, and I just don't get on. I've only ridden this bike once in the wet, and it wasn't truly wet, it was damp, shall we say, and they just do not inspire confidence at all. So as soon as I can, you know, justify getting rid of the tyres, I'm absolutely going to do that. So that's dislike number one. Dislike number two is the levers, clutch and brake lever. The whole bike feels real quality and is beautifully finished, and then they stick these crappy levers on. They almost look like they're cheap Chinese made levers. And in fact the clutch lever, when the clutch is pulled right in, is about, in my opinion, about half an inch too short. So those are going soon, without a doubt. Minor thing, but there you go. And then I really struggled to find another dislike, to be brutally honest. I know people talk about the suspension, but you know, I'm not a fast rider. In fact, within the MLC clan, I am Captain Slow. You know, I pretty much ride to the speed limits everywhere. And for that type of riding, and relaxed riding that the Bonneville's designed for, I think the suspension is absolutely fine. So I'm really struggling to find another dislike. Despite those dislikes, you know, they're nothing, they're minor imperfections. I absolutely love this bike and do not regret buying it for a single second. I'm pretty sure as well, you know, if it was my only bike, it could do everything. And I have absolutely no intentions of parting with it. So that's just after 500 miles. Maybe after I've got a few thousand miles under my belt on the old Bonnie, maybe my opinions will change. So I'll do another review when I've got a few more miles under my belt, and we'll see what that is then. But until then, we're just gonna enjoy the ride. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you on the next one. Bye for now.